This is Wolf Hoffman from Accept, and you're listening to Rockum Radio.
Your album, To Mean to Die, was released last Friday via Nuclear Blast. Congratulations, Wolf.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Very welcome. In my opinion, To Mean to Die celebrates the wonderful alliance between Mark Tornillo and you in Accept since 2009. Creativity and enthusiasm. But I want to know what this record represents to you.
It's the fifth album in a row in a very successful and satisfying 10 years period with Mark Tornillo. It's really, maybe the most creative and stable phase in our career that I can think of. Because, we've made, there seems to be a continuation in these albums that we've never had before, where it's really a straight line of good albums, no, ups and downs, no crazy surprises. It's really been 10 wonderful years, and this is maybe the best of them all, I think.
Okay. How could you describe the music of this new album?
Oh, man, that's hard for me to do. I cannot describe my own music, man. I just make the stuff that I like, and I think it's got some wonderful songs on there, but it's really hard for me to describe my own stuff.
Okay.
I can tell you what a lot of fans who heard the album have told me. They are surprised how fresh and energetic this album sounds, and how much variety there is between the individual songs.
Okay. How was the creative process in To Mean to Die? Any story to share?
Yeah, it's been very similar to the previous albums, meaning that I usually sit there alone a lot of times at first, and then I present the material that I have to some of the other guys. In this case, it was our producer, Andy Sneap, and we went through all the song ideas and the demos that I had, and we picked the strongest ideas and then started working on those. And then our new bass player, Martin Motnick, also had some great songs that he put on the table. So that definitely helped also.
Oh, yeah, you have like 60% of the new band, or 70% of the new lineup.
Yeah, true.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we've got a new bass player. We have a new guitar player. His name is Bill Schaus, and he is in addition. So we now have 3 guitar players in the band, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to give him as much space on the album as possible. And I think that, in combination with, Martin Motnick, I mean, that all brought some fresh elements to the whole album, I believe. Some more color.
Oh, yeah. And talking about the music, you said about it's similar to the previous album, but I would like to know, is there any difference between this new record and the other one, the previous one? Do you consider that there's some difference right now in any aspect? Something
I don't know. I just said the songwriting was very similar. That's all I said. But of course, you want the music to be different each time. I mean, my motto is always, I want to write new music, but I don't want it to be different. I really would like it. I like the songs to feel very traditional, very familiar, but brand new. I don't really try anything completely new here. I'm just trying to follow up in the tradition of Accept of all the songs we've done in the 80s and 90s and over the years. So ideally, the songs have sort of an old school vibe, but at the same time, they're brand new and exciting.
Okay. In my opinion, one of the most remarkable aspects in the music of Accept are the lyrics. For example, now in Undertaker, the lyrics talk about the reality of death as a part of life, and that's a fact. In your previous album, The Rise of Chaos, in What's Done is Done, the message was think twice before doing something. And
that's right.
How important are the lyrics in Accept for you?
They're very important, but they're not everything. I mean, it always, to me, is 80% is about the music, but then there's 20% or 30%, whatever, it's about the lyrics. And then, to me, it's more important what the song is all about and what kind of story are we telling. What is this song? Where is this going? What are we talking about here? That, to me, is the main important thing. And then, of course, that is big part of the songwriting process. With other words, as soon as I have a riff or a musical idea, I need to know what this song is about. I mean, are we telling a story about, I don't know, the Battle of Stalingrad, or are we talking about zombies, or are we talking about an undertaker, or what is this song about? Because that dictates the music in a certain way. But when you have, for instance, a sort of a happier subject, and the music needs to reflect that. Or when it's something that's very dark and evil and like, I don't know, then that needs to be more aggressive and darker. So, I mean, I think the lyrics and the music have to go hand in hand. So I always like to have at least a concept when I work on these songs. And then when that is all done, we give all that stuff to Mark Tornillo, and he comes in and does the final lyrics according to what the story needs, you know.
Okay. Wolf, let me tell you something more. Your solo album, Headbanger Symphony, is pure gold.
Yeah?
Pure gold. I never appreciate...
Thanks, my friend.
You're very welcome. I never appreciate Mozart or Beethoven so much in my life. Really, and honest. And are you working on a third solo album? Any plans?
Yeah, not quite, but I was able to put some classical elements on this latest album, Too Mean to Die. I mean, there's one song that has actually Beethoven elements in it. It's called Symphony of Pain.
Wow.
And there's an... Yeah. You need to check that out. It's actually, there's some classical elements hidden in that song.
Okay.
Some obvious, some not so obvious. And there's another song called Samson and Delilah, which actually, that's an instrumental song that could have been for my solo album. But we decided to put it on this album just because it added some nice little flavor to the whole thing.
Wow.
So there's two songs on that album that are very much influenced by classical stuff.
Wow, good to know.
Yeah.
Wolf, what memories do you have in Canada?
Yeah, it's freezing cold mostly when we are there.
Oh my God.
But very hot-blooded fans. I mean, great fans in Canada. It's been a while. We haven't been there in a number of years, and I wish we could come back soon.
Yes, maybe 2022, maybe.
We had some fantastic shows. Yeah. I remember some really good shows in Canada.
Yes, the people remember you, especially in Toronto.
Montreal. I mean, we've been all over the place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Any last words in this interview?
The last word is, please stay safe, everybody. And I know it's going to be a little while longer until we can actually go on tour again because of all the crazy restrictions and you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Lockdowns and everything. And I wish all that would be over soon, and hopefully it will be. But until then, please enjoy the new album, Too Mean to Die. And, you know, like I said, start headbanging so you don't freeze to death up there in Canada. Stay warm.